So this is Mission Impossible 3. Again, using famous Hollywood directors. This time, Cruise actually went for a TV emerging director called J.J. Abrams. Obviously, he's quite famous now, doing the reboot of Star Wars and Star Trek. But ultimately, before that, and even Lost, the TV show. But this time, he just started on a TV show called Alias, if you remember that. Jennifer Garner was the lead, and then she became obviously a well-known actress after that, doing Hollywood films and such like. But Abrams wasn't really a film director; he was a TV guy. And after creating Alias, he basically was asked by Cruise to look at Mission Impossible 3. It's kind of interesting because Alias was all about spies, double identities, emotional stakes, stuff like that, global missions, and that's kind of almost like an audition for Mission Impossible, right? To become the next Mission Impossible guy. So Cruise brought him in personally, and he wasn't really a safe blockbuster director at the time. So it's kind of cool. Cruise basically brought him in because he knew he understood character tension, and he liked to layer it a bit more. Mission Impossible 3 is actually where it changes and it goes a bit more dark. Also, Cruise faces off against the villain, this time played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, who's obviously a legendary character actor, and I would argue probably one of the best villains of all time. Really, he's such a good actor, and so it's a different mindset for Mission Impossible 3. You've got obviously the first one by De Palma was all about paranoia, suspense. Second one with John Woo was all style and action, but this one is actually more about emotional stakes and a lot more sort of personal. I mean, Cruise's character goes through quite a lot, and you see a lot more emotion coming out of Cruise in this film. And he's engaged to a lady. He's becoming the senior agent, mentoring other agents, and he's kind of trying to build a life. So the stakes are much higher because when his life is disrupted to go on a mission, he's kind of he's got more at stake basically. And so I think the actual his mentee it just goes to show how old Tom Cruise is, because his mentee is played by a young actress who's now, I think she does a TV show called The Diplomat, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of a big is it Kerry Russell? I think she does quite a big role in that, but in this she's just like a junior agent. It just goes to show how long this series has been running for. And we've got Tom returning as Ethan Hunt, and he has to face off against Owen Davian, who's played by the villainous Philip Seymour Hoffman, and it's kind of interesting because Hoffman is kind of not really overly over the top sort of villain. He's kind of calm, but quite terrifying, and I kind of like the way he's portrayed the character. And there's some classic epic scenes in this. You've got the Vatican heist, which is kind of cool. You've got a bridge attack by drone and helicopter, and it's just incredible. I mean, it just looks like a super high end film, and Abrams has done it really well actually. And then we've got the rabbit's foot, which is using Hitchcock's techniques in there as well, which is kind of interesting. If you know what a MacGuffin, and you probably understand the old Hitchcock joke about MacGuffins, look it up. It's kind of interesting. So Abrams kind of uses that quite well in this. And it shows Ethan as more of a human, not just a hotshot agent who's always winning. There are real consequences. Villains seem a bit more grounded here, and the action is not just action; it's actually tied to a decent story. So Abrams did redefine the franchise here, and from here on, I think every other further film has kind of built upon that really. A great film. The third epic director to take on the franchise. So Cruise really knows what he's doing, and that's Mission Impossible 3. Go and check it out. It's on Prime for free if you've got Prime, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.